Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
20.
From the 45 on second down, Newton is going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Newton. That'll be caught by Rice. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Newton now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end, Gonzalez. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Hall of Famer Howie Long with a tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Newton. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Throwing is Newton, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, and he will take it in for the touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
So conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Newton on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Play action. It's Newton. And it's incomplete. Bo Jackson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Newton, it's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 2nd down. Now it's Newton. That one complete to Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not sure I've seen a better all-around athlete than Rod Woodson. I mean, he was at Purdue at the same time I was at Tennessee, and he was obviously way better than me. His last game at Purdue, the coach let him play both ways. He played 137 plays that day, returned punts, kickoffs, had 10 tackles on defense with a pass broken up and a forced fumble, and 236 all-purpose yards on offense, and they kept the old Oaken bucket by beating Indiana in that game.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. Newton to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets it down to the 32. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Newton. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Jerry Rice. 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. A shotgun snap for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Julius Peppers. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, all that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the end zone, Newton. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Man open, Rice. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 16 yards, a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Newton throwing again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Now Newton on first down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Newton now to throw. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Newton, and they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Poole.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of one. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no. Run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. And now here's another interception. Snatched by the safety and Reed. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.